I did go through the list of course, different experts and advisors or whatever that you would have. A leader, a king, a emperor, a president, a prime minister, what have you. But one thing that Fauci should have a minor in, if in fact everyone has been listening to Emperor Falsey. He should have had a minor in psychology to in fact, the kids. Now, the kids in a pandemic alone, they might not be able to intellectually do the numbers. If you have a pandemic of which actually is, they say the data says there's a 1.5 or somewhere around there death rate, but it's actually less than 1% death rate. But to them, they can't understand the numbers quite very well, can't represent them quite in their understanding. Some children, and they just hear fear over and over and over again. Fear, be fearful, social distance, double up on your mask, be isolated, be by yourself, don't touch each other, don't give each other hugs, don't kiss your friends. Just stay in your own little world on your social media and artificial intelligence land, and visit Jenna Jameson or Stormy Daniels whenever you just feel in the mood. Just sit in your own emperor-like world that in fact everything is yours at a touch of your smartphone or your governmental spy devices. Just your world is now on a computer, digitized or whatever. And to lose social skills, and after over a year, kids without having the proper interactions to learn social skills, they've missed out on a lot. They have different problems with going in their own little worlds and getting different things, different problems that they've fallen into online, and they have created for themselves a lot of problems without friends or parents to really bounce off the moral code as to do the right thing in different situations. One instance is young girls, they can be on, let's say, a Periscope, and in fact, bots that techies will create will harass them. Well, first of all, they would say, why don't you do a handstand? And if they happen, they let the little girl does a handstand and her shirt comes up and it sees a nipple. Well, in fact, they're going to say privately on a private message, look, I have that video recorded. And in fact, if you don't do as I say, I will show it to your peer group and embarrass the hell out of you. So what I want you to do is make me a video and you do this, and that. So they've been in their own little world, and they get taught that in fact that they need to go on the Cash App. And basically our children are taught to prostitute themselves online because in fact they have been in their own little world. They haven't had the moral code of parents teaching them to have character, to stand up against what feels good, to wait, in fact, to protect your virtue. They fall prey to internet hackers and the internet pirates that would in fact want to look up their data and pretty much own them online to in fact control their worlds. When their parents buy them an iPhone or a smartphone or an iPad or whatever it is, and they're lost in their own social media worlds, then in fact these people they can hide behind fake accounts and they're like gods online, can in fact control and teach our children to do that which they will. And it's a very dangerous game to give technology to children without their parents instilling a moral code for them to know what they should and should not do in each given situation. See, this Fauci left our kids, he abandoned them with all these rules, these totalitarian rules, and they've been left depressed, isolated, and taken advantage of because when they've been sitting at home, again, they've been in their own little worlds getting data mined, personal information got, all of their sexual impulses recorded from big tech, and they, the big tech titans, know more about our children than the parents do. Because the parents, again, traded off the responsibility of parenting and gave them a smartphone for Satan to parent and teach their children.